Otherwise, Safta Award nominee. Yes, sir. Come on, man. What do you mean, dog?
Yeah. You even giving me goosebumps when you say it like you did it. It feels like we're doing it on your TV interview.
Of course, bro. It's like that, though. It's the same energy. Let me just give you a nice intro and then we can start, okay?
Okay.
What's poppin', everybody? It's your dude, Shelton Forbes. Welcome to Culture, Kolumn. And today I'm chilling out with my brother, Jerome Du Plooy, also known as Slim, Safta Award nominee actor. He's on Skeem Saam Generations, biggest heart, one of the biggest hearts in South Africa, I think. Amazing charity. I know it's called Slim Cares. Probably one of the faces of basketball in South Africa, I think, or Africa across the board. Like, you one of the first people when basketball wasn't like a thing. You were like super involved in it. Everybody, Jerome Du Plooy, aka Slim, what's good, dog?
Hey Shelton, what's up, man? What's up, man? I'm happy to be on your column. It's
My G.
it's like I say, it feels like your days when you used to do TV. I had some of my best interviews with you
My
when you
God.
were coming up, man. So yeah, it's very emotional. It's very exciting. It's good seeing you. Always grateful for your support, your love, your push, man. You're one of the people that has always been there for me since day one, and I'm truly grateful for that. And I have mega love for you. I have mega respect for you. And yeah, man, we're always together, man. I'm just shocked you moved to Cape Town now, but it's all good. It's all good.
Only told yesterday, man. You only found out yesterday.
Yo, bro, I was so shocked. I was like, this guy, I think this guy's still in Pretoria, Joburg, but like, nah, the
Yeah.
homie's out in Cape Town. So,
Bro,
now, now,
it was more than anything. I went to a journey, a mushroom journey. So that's like psychedelics, right?
yeah.
And I went 2023. So I had like an amazing run. I just signed the Dove deal. I had just done like my second call with like Generations. So it was like quite a few. And I just shot a movie. I was busy in Joburg. It wasn't like things were
Yeah.
going, terrible. I
What?
think,
Yeah.
but when I went to this on this journey, I just had like a whole different like awakening spiritually, and I wasn't able to, or not that I wasn't motivated. Like, I think my eyes just opened a bit more about like
Yeah.
when you start asking those questions of what are we doing here and what are we
For
meant to
sure.
do on earth. It's bigger than like being a superstar. Because my whole life for 20 years I've been in entertainment, and that's all I've done my whole life, and that's the only way I've identified myself. And
Yeah.
so this is the first time where I was like able to see myself away from that and as a human being, and it ripped me like bare naked, bro. And I was like, I
Yeah.
actually don't even know who I am. And yeah, I needed to, it almost was like a feeling, like a spiritual feeling, that I needed to just get
For
away from
sure.
the city a bit. and
But
and Cape Town was definitely like a perfect place. So it was not like I moved to Cape Town for work. There was no work
yeah.
here, bro. Like, this is the first year where I'm actually like starting to work properly. Like, I
Wow.
haven't worked, and the
Wow.
bookings I have gotten were actually in Joburg. So I've flown back to Joburg for work, for
Oh,
Dove and
okay.
performances, but I haven't done any work in Cape Town. This is like the first time, and I've been here for like
First time.
almost 2 years. So yeah, dog, it's been
Wow.
an interesting one. Really, really nice though. I'm super happy. Finally back, and I'm finding that balance also.
Nice.
The clarity is definitely, so yeah, that's why I'm here. So I'm sorry that I
Yeah.
didn't tell you. I know that, hey, you were surprised yesterday. I'm like, shit, I did, dog.
I so good. I was like, wait, what? Cape Town, like,
Yeah,
yo, like,
I think a lot of people
yeah,
were shocked, but I had to
yeah.
do it. Let's just get this interview started, man. It's all about you, dog. It's all about you. So I wanted to find out. I start the interview by always asking my guest, what would the 10-year-old Jerome tell? What would today's Jerome tell the 10-year-old Jerome?
Yeah, you've come far in life from where you started. You've started something amazing. You were always gifted, talented, believed in yourself. You are independent because at that age I was at boarding school in another province, so in Varampat, yeah. So my mother always wanted to keep me away from Varampat, Wombat. Wombats.
Where's that again? Sunset, no, not Sunset
Wombats
East
is
side.
after Pretoria.
Oh yeah, that's
You
at
see,
Sunset East.
they have the resort there, yes.
Okay, cool, yeah.
Yeah, so my mother always wanted to keep me away from all the bad things and just be protective. So yeah, I was in boarding school. I was away. I learned how to become independent from a young age, and yeah, I tell him that, man, I'm very very proud of you. Thank you for being resilient. Thank you for always believing, and thank you for always having the talent. So what people don't know at this age, Shal, I'm even getting goosebumps again. We were the hostel boys. They called us the hostel boys.
Okay.
So it was crazy, bro. We were just different, how we used to dress and that type of thing. So they made an exception because it's a whole bunch of boys coming from Joburg, from like single parent households, or no parents in the house, and it was just a safe escape. It was like free schooling, it was free, you know what I'm saying, accommodation, having that. And yeah, so we used to be a group of six boys, not a group, but from the whole boys, six. Four of them were used to dance. So I used to be the performer, the singer, like the artist.
Let's
Crazy, right?
go. Let's go.
Bro, there was this song. What was this song? I think it's a Brazilian. I can't remember that. Oh la la la, not oh la la. I come back to the song. So we had a junior who was in grade one. He was performing first,
Yeah.
and then he did like Kwaito, and then after the Kwaito was me, and after me was the boys doing like the Pansula dance and everything. So every break, we'd get on like a stage, like once a week or somewhere. Like we'd create our own stage, and the whole school would be watching, and they're like, "Wow, these boys are just so crazy! Like, what are they doing?" But people loved it, bro.
So dope, dude. Like, so you've always known that you wanted to be like in the spotlight. Um, what made you like have that feeling though? Like, is it because you were watching TV, or was it just because of the crew that you were part of? You guys kind of decided on your own that you wanted to, or was it something that inspired you to want to like become, be like in front of the crowd and like, you know?
I think it was always just when I watched movies. My family was big into movies and TV.
I think as colored people growing up, that is like one of our biggest things that we very inspired. We were like very, very like also ambitious from a very young age in terms of like, I know like growing up just like in colored like communities, like there was a lot of talent and singing like from a very young age. Everyone was doing these type of things. So
And I miss that, man. Like I
even
feel
at even in youth, on Fridays when you go to youth, like even then, like the dancing, like singing, like at church, like I know your Sunday school. I remember, yeah, singing was performance was very big in our communities. I know that.
yeah, like I'm saying, you're talking about that. Like big shout out like to a father figure of mine, Aubrey van Waterbeek, who's a pastor. So we joined youth later. Like I said, my mother was just trying to keep me away from all these things. And then he gave us like at the ages of like 13, 14, he already made us preach in church. He was like, "You boy, yeah, bro." And even if you couldn't, I think that's where my thing for 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 motivational speaking came from. Being in the crowd already and helping with the public speaking and just
14. This is the age 14, huh?
yeah, this is age 14, 13, 14. We're in youth already. We one of the biggest youths. And just being in the church, preaching to the elders is already, that's why I'm always grateful to him for giving us that type of platform. And then coming back to the TV, like I said, it's so sad, Shal, like you were saying, that time we were watching TV was the whole family around the TV at a time, whether you're drinking coffee or you eating. And I miss that, man, because that type of moments would bond the family together. Now today's life is just like, nah, I'm on my own thing. I got my phone, I'm busy, I'm on TikTok. This one's doing that one's doing it. And for us growing up, that's I think what kept the families also very close knitted because we would bond and we watch things. So from the ages of like 3, 4, I started to listen to radio. We had the cassette radio, bro. Like a lot of people, I don't think.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Yeah. I know that. Yeah.
So like, and then on the radio,
Dahil na may don't got tape. As you song kan warang kayo.
and you can rewind and oor om weer tape and that's I done, bro. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, dog.
because every time there's a new song coming out and you're like, yo, I don't even have this song. Where do I get this song? Let me just rewind and create a cassette or buy another cassette.
Hey, you take me back, bro.
Dude. And the crazy part was, remember when the tape broke on the cassette, how mad you
Dog.
get.
Then is it the whole thing is out, dog. Hey, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And then now you have to, bro, people don't know. Remember, we used to do it with to rewind, we used to use the scissors, like,
Of course,
or a
dog.
pencil.
Yes, yes,
Hey,
of
bro.
course. Now you
And then,
must do it manually, dog.
bro, yeah. And
Oh,
then in the out, they would catch me like, and they're like, yo, what are you doing there? I'm like, no, I'm just rewinding, I'm recording songs. And they're like, yo, why is the house quiet and stuff? I'm like, no, wait, there's this song I like, just relax, you know. And from the year, like Michael Jackson. So a funny story was, I don't know if you ever saw it in a fun facts. Michael Jackson was one of my icons growing up.
oh,
So I used to sing Michael Jackson songs. I used to know all his songs apparently, like five. And then remember we had the music shows, but our music shows at this time was like once a week
yeah,
at
Jack
like
Elliott, the
certain
ones,
time.
huh?
Yeah. So and then like they'd have like the top 10 or five, and then I'd see Michael and I'm like, yo, whoa. And then the Mnet decoder, because at the house was Mnet, at the
At least
time.
you're not Mnet gehad. Ons het that open time gehad, dog. We only had open time, dog. That at 5 o'clock it shuts off, dog. We only had open time.
So I die and again I was most on the DSTV that date.
Yes, of
Ja,
course.
mense ken daai was die DSTV nie bro. Daai was die KTV alles
Oh,
saggy.
oh, you.
Maar se ken and watching these people on KTV and you like, nah man, also me one day I'll watch Yo TV started becoming a big thing and
Yeah, yeah.
I remember meeting parents who die families met ons musikale familie ken mos Shelton. Buffet dinners was mos die ding. So
Yes.
then we go reef, yeah, go reef. They had Boston barbecue. I can't remember if it's still in it. They used to, so like like the family always wanted to be close knit like that. And I remember seeing Byron at the same dinner one night and just asking him, and when you are light, you just talk like you gotta talk. You won't. And I was like, okay, no, this thing is possible. I'm seeing this person face to face. And then in the house back then we started watching the movies. One of my first movies I think watching was that I loved was Set It Off.
Ah, dope. Yes.
Yeah, so but dope storyline, but my sisters made the crazy part that they always close my eyes. They're like, no, you can't watch that. And yeah, for real, my sisters they were like, close the eyes, like no. Until like a naughty parts are like over in the movie. And they're like, yeah, watch it again. Like I was like, okay, I'm like, shut up. And then I got intrigued one day, then like now with the Oscar season. Mnet used to send the award, but like these types to the people that subscribed, and I looked at this thing, and I asked the time, I was like, yo, what is this? It's like, no, it's an Oscar award. I'm like, okay, who gets an Oscar award? And it's like the people that you watch acting, like the best actor would get it. And I'm like, okay, one day I would love to hold this thing. And my father like, yo, whatever you want to be in this life, you can become that and chase it. And then holding this thing and feeling the weight on it, I'm like, yo, one day also I would wanna have this. And then watching football, because I'm a big football fan as well, and then watching World Cups, and you're like, nah, man, seeing these guys on the stage and having this moment and holding this trophies, like, it's the best people that ever get there, and be in these finals. And I'm like, yo, no, I definitely want to do this. And then the love for movies then started taking over more, started watching more. And I wanted to act so bad. Funny thing is, I did not go to acting school, Shelton. People don't know that. But I've learned. I learned along the way. I learned things. And
What are some of the things that you did for yeah, I want to actually, I think this is like a nice segue because I wanted to ask you like other questions, but I think you kind of like taking me on a journey perfectly. So I wanted to actually go straight into the acting. What are some of the things that you did? Because I also didn't go to acting school. I'm kind of like you, bro. I just YouTube. Everything that I've learned is in front of the mirror by myself. My mom is shouting at me that I'm making a noise. Everyone is trying to sleep. You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah.
what are some of the things that you did? whether it was watching watching a Will Smith or watching imitating people, like what were things that you did to like kind of polish your acting and kind of get yourself to a point where you were comfortable to start auditioning?
Wow, I think the point was I'd reenact scenes all the time.
Nice.
I'd reenact, like when I'm at school, I'd reenact. And people look at us like we mad. I sometimes, that's what I'm saying, with acting, you can't lose the child in you, Sheldon. If you lose the child,
You
you've
can't.
lost the imaginary part of acting, which is one of the big things. And now it's just like you're gonna go there, say lines and get off. But when you're imagining it, when you feel it, and I think that's when I started feeling scenes now, like especially the emotional scenes, like the mother and son type of thing, the type where somebody would cry, the type where somebody would be a motivation. So it was watching these and like you saying, going standing in front of the mirror and trying to get the facial expressions right for it, watching, hearing how they say the words, and because acting is a colorful layer of things and different pieces, and learned. I'm like, no. And everybody was like, nah, Slim, you should definitely get into this, get into this, get into this. And I'm like, yeah. So funny story was with Sky, where the NBA found me. Soweto Cliptown Youth. 2004, I joined, and I was mad because the week before the NBA act, bro.
2004.
2004, yes, I joined Sky. So Sky had this after school program where they teach like gambut dance, theater, and
You
the
know,
acting.
and Elderson.
In Kliptown en ja, in Elders, Kliptown Elders, ja.
May Ma's van Elders af.
Wie is dat?
My ma, sy is van elders af. Ek ken nie, ek dink is in Kliptown of ietsie, maar en ek het ook cousins en aunties hulle daar so, maar I've never met my family from Elders.
Wow.
I'm actually from Eersterus, born in Pretoria, Eersterus, and then moved to Joburg when I was like 7, 8. But my mom has family in Elders, so she always tells me about it. Yeah, so I just wanted to.
Nice. You see, you giving me goosebumps. Now what you guys do, it just came to me. You watched one of my favorite movies, Antoine Fisher. You watched that? Yes, I'm sure.
Of course, dog.
Love that.
Yes, that's my thing, dog.
Love that, yo, bro. So I dated in the industry young, and my partner at the time um was a big actress now. Always used to say, "I'm the little boy," and like with that scene, like I used to cry with that scene. I used to cry, like who would cry for the little boy that cries for me. And that movie was just that powerful, bro, and it stuck with me. And then there's the scene where eventually he dreams of it as a kid, meeting his family till he finally does that. I think you should do it. I think the day you organize and just set up the fam, you you'll understand how beautiful it is, bro. You'd be shocked as to why I didn't meet those people at the time. Why, So that's something you gotta do, bro. That's something you definitely gotta
I
do.
definitely do, bro. I definitely do. I think that is. I think that's the one of the hardest things is when you almost have to like make those connections yourself, because I think our parents are at a point where they've moved on to their own thing. When you be like when parents are like old, they kind of like in their own ways. They want to do things their way, so you can't force them to make not amends, but just make peace with like old family members, or if they have beef from like 90 Fantuka, like you can't go and squash that just because you want to meet. So you almost have to go out of your own way to go meet and introduce yourself and be like, hey, because lolly second or whatever, you know what I mean? So I think that's definitely something that I feel you 100%, but I definitely have to do that. But anyway, sorry, though, I don't want to make it about me. You said, so 2004, you were found for the after school.
Yeah, so I went to Sky, and then RIP to my father figure who passed on last year, Bob Nameng, very very powerful man in the community, very big in giving, big in amazing heart, bro. RIP to him. It was actually in Drake's music video. I'll get you the name of the music video where he was a DJ in Drake. They did the music video in Cliptown, which was so mad, bro. At like 2 a.m., guys. And I told him, I'm like, yo, guy, like, I want to act. Like, let me do this. He's like, now wait. I got a perfect opportunity for you. I'm like, what's that? He's like, I heard you like basketball and the NBA because kids in the hood don't know what's the NBA, bro. People are just like basketball. And I'm like, it came and then Like Mike happened. And when I watched Like Mike and I saw Bow Wow situation with the basketball with Morris, I was like, nah, if that's what the NBA is, like, yo, I aspire to be like that, you know. And then the next year, the NBA was gonna come back. So now my motivation for Sky now was basketball.
Oh,
And like Bob was like, yeah, and I was going into matric in 2005, and Bob was like, just get good marks, get good grades. I will introduce you to the NBA. And I was like, homie, don't play with me. Like he's like, don't worry. And then they built the reading and learning center first and bro, when I saw them building this thing, I'm like, yo, this is really where it's at. Like, and then when I saw the NBA logo, I was like, yo, I need to be a part of this, like for real. And that's how.
I wore this for you today.
Oh, you got that for me?
Of course. What do you mean? I'm here today, so I had to be like, I'm with Slim, dog.
Yes, represent fools.
Yes, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, remind me. I need to keep you something from. I need to actually get you something from the BAL, man. It's BAL
Please,
season.
man. Please, man.
Yeah, we're doing build up from tomorrow. There's two we're doing, so I'm probably gonna be part of some of the activations, but I'm saving the energy for the BAL, man, because it's a blessing hosting again. Third year in a row now, and one of the beautiful things was being from South Africa, Sheldon, and people see your talent. I was 2004 after we did the Kalahari like we're doing this year. I was blessed enough to go to Rwanda and host finals in Rwanda, bro.
Crazy.
Crazy, right? Like and shout out to my girl Zuba. Zuba's a big time MC in Rwanda. They had me hosting out there with her. One of the most beautiful experiences, man. And just seeing the culture of basketball. But back, we'll come to the BAL, back to the NBA. Then they came, and then I met a father figure and a big sister, Todd Jacobson and Kathy Behrens. They, Kathy's still big time of the NBA kids, and Todd is
The States.
from the States. Yeah, that's what States people. Yeah, no, US people, bro. And they just saw me. And I seen the light, it was so by a brad, bro. And I was like, yo, bro. I was like, on it, guys. I'm like, hey,
You've been the same ever since, eh?
ever since, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, yo, yeah. If it's the NBA shell, I am going to talk. My dreams here, we're gonna talk. You all are gonna help me. I don't care how it is, how we doing it. I have dreams of being in I don't know what I wanna do in the States yet, and basketball yet. I don't know. We'll figure it out, but this is where I wanna be. And then met a father figure in Marcus Camby. He was playing for Denver with my favorite basketball player, Carmelo, at the time, and he loved me. And when they saw where I was from, the background, it
Hello,
was just,
Anthony, eh?
bro.
Hello, Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony, yeah, no, he's my favorite. No, but Marcus was
He was playing with you.
Marcus. Yeah. Marcus was big time, one of the best defensive players in the NBA. And I connected and I liked him. And people were teasing, yeah, you look alike. And his wife, actually, I told a story the other day. Bro, Air Force Ones was just coming into SA now. Remember, you used to see it on the movies. And his wife. That's why I think everything in my life has helped with the acting because the experiences, like that is something that makes you as an actor, the experience, the feeling, how you feel. And I saw the wife, and the wife had Air Force Ones the day. And Eva, she's like she's a mother figure too. I was like, yo, I like these sneakers. And I think that's where a lot of my giving comes from as well, Shelton. She's like, you like it? She's like, what size are you? I'm like, I think I was 5 at the time. She's like, oh, I'm a 5 too. She's like, after we done here, just come to let's go to the bus. I'm gonna give you these shoes. I'm like, yo, don't play with me like nah. And it's like this is the first time she's worn these shoes. I like Harry Frost me my second, but connected took email. So this is the time, bro. We started taking emails. Like not even now, like emails was the thing. Like we're gonna communicate. Like and went out. She gave me my first paper. It was like a movie scene. Shelton say, "Alex," he puts in a brown paper bag. She says, "Here's the shoes." bro, I wanted to cry. My tears, I ran, bro, to the bridge. So we had a bridge in Kliptown where you can go up the stairs, and but I'm running. I'm like, niemand gaan my see nie. Niemand gaan nie goed vat. I get in, bro. Yo, I stand on top of the bridge. I'm looking. I'm like, nah, it's Air Force Ones for real. I look back. I'm like, there's the NBA passes. I'm like, let me go put the shoes back. I go home, put the shoes back. My mother was like, what's up? I'm like, no, I got just my ears made. Ran back, started connecting, and then the next I was finishing school, so then I started Satya. So Satya 2006 now is where the NBA started getting me to American school through Todd and them and stuff. And this is when I met Amadou, bro. People don't still believe it, but Amadou, the godfather, a father figure, was a scout for Dallas Mavericks, bro. He started as a scout. And today he's the president of the BAL. Like, that's how crazy it was. You know, and just this motivate. And I met Amadou and them, and that's how we started. And every year when the NBA would come, everybody would say like, "Yo, y'all gotta make sure y'all meet Slim. Like, Slim is the guy. Like, Slim is the boy. When y'all go to this place, y'all gotta meet Slim." Then I met Lual, and then Lual cemented my name Slim. So me and Lual Deng, he's the logo for the BAL now. Chicago Bulls actually. So one day when you come, if we ever together and you meet me with Luau, just ask him how we met. So during basketball without borders, I'll Google which play. So that we'll Google BWB, bro. And I'm ahead of my time. Like already in June, I'm googling who's coming to South Africa. Like I wanna connect like with players. Like I wanna connect, you know. And then Luau was coming. But I thought, do you have a MySpace?
No, I didn't, but I knew about
You
it.
didn't have you didn't have the MySpace.
Oh, poison. I was a dancer, dog. I was just battling on the corners of the streets, dog. I was not in front of. My first time I ever sent something in for like an audition was actually 2010 for all access for Channel O, when I tried to become a presenter. And then the same year was also live amp auditions, when that's the year Mini Dlamini one. So I never had a computer growing up ever. Like I was, yeah, exactly, bro. Like even DSTV. I think I only got DSTV when I was in grade 11, bro. That's the first time I started watching DSTV also. So I was exposed to things very, very late as well. You know, so yeah, in terms of emails and all those things, those things were like, I used to go on Facebook when I used to go visit my friend in Bedfordview, dog. Like I never had internet, so then this is like my whole high school career. This time I'm already on Tux's music videos. I'm on TV, but you'll never find me on the internet, bro. Because I didn't have access to internet, so I'd go to my boys in Bedfordview and I'll literally, because let's cheese boys, let's cast Krilliki, so no, you can go to their houses and then you can use their Wi-Fi. But yeah, that's the only time I had access was on the weekend, so I'd see the photos from the parties, but I would never actually have. So my first email I did send, I was literally great, 2010, when I auditioned for All Access and Live Amp. Yeah. So MySpace was far-fetched for me, dog.
No, now that's what I'm saying. No, we have similar because even so, like I said, we had the decoder, but when DSTV came, they didn't get DSTV at home yet. So you know that seeing all these channels, guys, and then wanting to watch. So watching Liverpool was like a big deal if you had it. Yo, bro, it was just it's crazy, man. So like back to the MySpace. So I took a chance, bro. Like so I DM'd Lual. I'm like, yo, listen, yeah, my name is Slim Dog. When you come out here to South Africa, make sure you look for me. You're gonna come here to the thing. Came out, bro. Movie scene again. So I connected with one of my brothers who passed on, man, in a tragic accident in the NBA twin.
Yo, dog, just check your hand there. I don't want your face to get blocked out.
My bad.
No, it's all good. I just didn't want your face to get blocked out. Oh, wait.
So,
Yeah?
no. So yeah, I met Rasul. Rasul got me to Christmas that year in the States, bro. I was like for 3 weeks in the States. Yo, bro, I was delighting, man, Sheldon. You know, like I felt like, yo, like Cliptown boy going to the United States, you know, being with NBA players.
That must have opened your eyes, eh?
Yeah. I mean, meeting and at this time, it's the like Chris Paul was just Chris Paul was on the Hornets. Yo, that team was amazing, man. Like meeting Chris and being in the family rooms and being in Oklahoma and seeing all these nice cars and being like in nice thing and having a chef every day, bro. Like you eat lekker, man. You know what I'm saying? Like in Cape Town, you never ever you must throw your own cornflakes. Yeah, there's
Of
a
course.
chef, yeah, bro. The chef. Lunch, breakfast, supper. He's doing this for you, and you're like, whoa, okay, no, this is the life. And the saying that stayed with me that I want you to stay with you, Shelton, is that the chef even told me is like, God won't show you things He won't want you to have.
Mm,
That's
mm.
crazy. God
That's,
won't show. God won't put you in the situation where He don't want you to have things.
mm,
You
mm,
know, it's like with the Saftas on Saturday, just standing there and just being nominated, but like seeing the thing and even guest presenting the awards was like feeling. It's like nah, God won't show me what He won't want me. Eventually it'll come, but all these things is just in process. It's just trust in the timing of it. And yeah, back to Lual. So Lual was like, no, I'm gonna start calling you Slim. Your nickname is Slim, my boy, and that's how me and Lual became so close, bro. And like we've been brothers ever since. And yeah, that happened in the next year. The NBA, I said now, so I'm like, oh, the NBA is coming. The NBA rocks with me. I want to go to school. Like, what you want to do? I'm like, no, I want to do media and radio. Like, I believe I can kill radio. Put me through school in sense. And so the crazy thing was, Shelton, I always wanted to go to a private or let me say a suburban school because I'm from the ghetto schools. Like, we not, but I want to show that us from the ghetto can compete on stage. If given the chance, we're gonna work very, very hard. And NBA used to send me a stipend, and I used to be in Sanson. The fun thing I used to flex when the NBA comes for BWB because they put me in the Michelangelo Hotel, boy. So imagine this tough town boy, and he's starting at Boston, Marcus. That week, I took that week off. I told teachers, "Hey, BWB week, you don't touch me." And that's how I got into the NBA case. So the NBA started working me through NBA case. So I got a passion for community, understanding how people grow up, and the
wow.
NBA's ignited that in me. So that's why I'm called Slim Case because of like NBA case. So I
Mm,
always wanted to model myself after because I've seen what the NBA's done in communities and how they changed and how they changed my life. And we went on from that, started radio, then in 2011, because at BWB, ek het altyd gesien mense kan MC, man. I'm like, yo, but I can do this. And like, I'm gonna bring vibe. Like, I'm entertained. I can kill this. And that's one thing of the NBA, bro, that people don't get. They have loyalty. Even to the artists and people in the States, they have loyalty. That's why you find the MCs with the organization for 20, 25 years. You find people in that broadcasting space, bro, that is broadcasting for 40, 45 years just with that loyalty.
yeah.
That's one thing I pray we wish we have, bro. Like just loyalty to always know that, yeah, met red carpet of green carpet of live into Sheldon as the guy. That's me. Yeah, we give other people they give other people short, but Shelton is the guy, and that's what's gonna build you, and that's what makes you, I think, more hungrier at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Because you start seeing other MCs and check yeah, mensen speel. Ek ken nie. Like op that dag funny because they used to do the final thing, the All-Star game at American school.
Yeah.
I don't know what the MC did or whatever. And I kept telling him, like, guys, let me do this. Let me do this. I can do this. Trust me. Just give me this mic. And they then gave, I don't know what, or the MC, something happened with the MC. They said, Slim, here you go. Shelton Exlan within 5 minutes. Shout out to Nora, bro. Nora used to be part, I think, of events or so.
Yeah.
Nora says 5 minutes into the MC, she's like, you come into jam session. I'm like, what's jam session? She's like, NBA All-Star Weekend.
Mm,
Like,
mm.
how you speel me, J?
Crazy.
How you speel me, J, man? Shelton, in the next year, the NBA letter comes in, the visa letter. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is what it is. And then grateful to have rocked while it was still jam session. Have blessed to have been part of all jam sessions, bro. Orlando, Houston, New Orleans, New York. Toronto, bro. Imagine that, bro.
So were you around when and one was like big?
And one was big at the time, but I wasn't. I was more focused on NBA stuff. And one was there, you know.
N1 is a separate tournament, eh?
Yes, they were like street basketball.
Ah,
I
got
hope
you.
did you. I don't know if you watched the Netflix thing. Yo, the Netflix thing blew my
I love
mind.
it. Yeah, I love it,
You
bro.
got crazy,
I
right?
finished all the seasons. Yeah, I love it, dog. I love it.
Crazy, right? And
Love
then
it.
you watched the. Did you watch the docu? Did you watch the? There's a documentary out.
The Michael Jordan one.
No, the end one. There's an end one.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
I'm gonna send you the name. I watched. I just stumbled across it one night. Because I don't know what.
Yo, N1 was so big at some point. I think N1 actually, that's the first time I saw basketball in SA was the N1.
N1.
And it was like through when all the, like, it was at Rosebank with like Shesha and all those people. That's when they were doing N1, I remember.
To be a big part of the dark child.
Yes.
Yeah, so shout out Cabby also gave me big shout out to Cabby, man. That's one of my he rocked with me after NBA All Star and helped me MC things. Like then we had the ESPN celebrity games. I think that's when me and you started getting more tight. I don't know if we met
Yeah.
with
I think it was first at the Melanie invited me to the I think the BLN thingy. In 2014 when I just got Vuzu, and then I came to the one day in Turfontein. And there by Turfontein, one of the Friday nights, and then I met you there. And ever since that time, every single time we bumped into. And I think we also went on a trip together to Durban. I think it was that one event. It was, yes, then you on the bus, and I think that's when we really started like kicking it. But I definitely met you for the first time at the Turfontein thingy. BNL, yeah.
Yeah, man, and then going through those phases, and then now from that, I just think like it's how God guided me. So season one of the B-Ball show on SABC One, Scoop was hosting it, and like you watch things always, and you're like, yo, 2012,
Okay, dope.
Scoop, yeah, Siyabonga Ngwekazi, he was hosting, and I was like, you watch the show, and you can know, nan, nigga stuck in a bad way. You like, but I can host this, man. When my time is gonna come, man.
That's how I felt about Vuzu for about. I first saw Vuzu because Vuzu was first The Verge, and that was on. And Mohammed Nagdi, the guy that passed away from Channel O. So he used to present with Nontle. He used to present The Verge. Him, Nontle, and Alana Africa used to be the presenters on The Verge on Channel O. This was before Vuzu launched. So then I got word from Muhammad's wife, Ziona, at the time was a makeup artist on some music video, and she told me The Verge is turning into Vuzu. Wow. And now before, when Vuzu just started, I remember that's when I think like Thomas Gumete and those guys were now like presenting on. And now me, I wanted to be a presenter for years, dog. So when Vuzu came out, I was like, this is my flavor, dog. Like, this is what I want to do. And I was watching these guys for like 4 years since Vuzu started until I got Vuzu. So I know what you're talking about. Like, I was literally watching Vuzu I saw every phase. I saw when they were in the small studio. And so I get that feeling of like, that you're saying when you saw Scoop present the 2012, the basketball show. And then eventually like you get to that point, like it's full circle. It's super dope. That's manifestation like that we don't understand, because I think as kids, that's why you said that kid-like thing you spoke about.
Yeah.
As a child, you don't know you're manifesting, but it's just so pure, and your energy is like clean, and you actually asking God without like fear or like doubt. You asking Him, can you have this thing? And then all you ever do is you focus on this thing, and you just keep your energy clear, and you just keep thinking about this thing. But I think when you get older, you become so cynical, and you become scared, and you start doubting yourself. And I think that's what stands in the way of like you actually manifesting how you did when you were young. That's what I just feel, So I think us being able to manifest all these things, if you think about everything you've ever like manifested, from watching Like Mike to now being this kid running around with the people in the NBA, getting the Like Mike Air Force One, like all of that stuff, That's manifestation.
Bro. Yeah.
Dude.
Now, crazy. And then the crazy part is, Scoop interviews me when I come back from Orlando. And then he's like, yo, Slim, season 2, you're going to host season 2. I'm like, don't play like that. Don't just talk. And that's why whenever I see him, I always tell him, yo, bro, that day, what you said that day, it's like, nah, slur. And then, and then it was me, him, we were about three cats in the game. I think that loved basketball so much. When people saw it, they understood what the cult, And then I got the people show, bro. And yeah, but then God says, I'm just gonna give you a taste of what it is. And I do season two. But then what happened was the show got canned because we didn't have a league in the country. And in 2014, the BNL decides to show up. I'm like, Mara, really, like, how are we gonna do, And then, it's like, damn. And like you say, those Friday nights were the best, bro. Then Silaki, yes, called me up. They wanted me to MC. The government wanted me to because they started hearing about me now, and that's how I got more confident in the basketball. And what too? Shout out to Rendani, man. He used to do. I used to maybe do a Friday, he'd do a Saturday, and then we'd both collaborate on a Sunday type of thing, which was fun, And then that grew, bro. Then I got into the acting now, and then Wayne Van Rooyen and them. And Jody Abrams was like, "No, we wanna give you your first big part in a local movie. What do you think about it?" I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "Who's gonna be in a movie?" That's why Jason Goliath's comment on the post was so emotional on Saturday because then I was leading alongside him and Kanye Bao, bro. So it's like, what? We're gonna shoot this movie and that's where it. But then, like you're saying, the crazy thing of the manifest. That's why I say, Shelton, man, God is God don't play about us, bro.
Yeah.
So I got an advert, the different advert in about 2014, 15. Have the ad, an amazing ad, bro. And then the ad goes, and I'm like, why is this things is such quality? And then God says this year, Shelton, in last month, the advert comes back. After 10 years, the advert gets renewed, check.
I think I just saw you a post on your social media. Is that the one where you
Yeah, that's
said
the one, the headache.
that's
So,
crazy?
so I'm like, 10 years later, bro, other people would scrap this, the former agent called me up. They're like, what do you think about us? I'm like, no, go in there, renegotiate, whatever, find out what the renegotiating price is for this thing, even if it might not be, but it's gonna be more but at least having an ad back is
That's
something special because they could have shot another ad with that kind of budget, right? Or they could have done another type of thing, but then being chosen again and just having an ad going out there now, it's just so crazy, bro. Have
that's
the ad. Then I get Rhythm City. So the fun part is with all with all the things I used to start out with, it's just characters that's coming out to cause corruption on the show, like take out the character they don't want anymore.
Prosthetic werk,
Like
That's
the
a
guy, let's say spade work. On football, we must say spade work. We do not have spade work. You guys see? I get a thing. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna act with Jamie Bartlett and Sappho.
yeah.
I'm like, nah, this can't be real, bro. So the
Mm.
character comes in, but he ends up getting killed, and we're like, damn. So then shout out to Eric Mochale, man, Safta award winning director as well, amazing guy. He was like, because somebody was like, no, the characters, what we need an old. He's like, no, give me this character. That's what I'm gonna make him a star. I'm gonna turn him into something. Don't worry, bro. We go on it. I have the best time of my life with rhythm. But the character dies, and people then the community caught on. But the character now is dead, and the community's like, damn, we should have. So Twaki already built the foundation for like a Juju and Craig now. So I'm
Mm.
like, yo, cry, and I'm like, and you go through the things, going through the acting phases, and But in the acting, I'm still doing a basketball. I'm blessed in. So my
I just want to stop there by the acting, bro, because in my intro for you, I said that you have. I think you personally like one of the most genuine, like big hearted dudes like in this game, and like I told you, I've been in this industry for 20 years, and it's very rare to come across people like yourself. That's like consistent. And when you explained to me the basketball thing, and their loyalty, I was like, okay, I see where he gets that from. I don't even have to ask him about that. And then when you said you came from a single parent home, and then you keep referencing the fact that you have so many like father figures. So I didn't even have to tap into that because it's all like coming. You are literally answering all my questions. Now I want to ask you this one, right? I want to ask you this. You are such a positive human being, bro. Like such a light. What does it take you to get to those places that Craig and Twaki and them play? Because that's a very, very like different place. And we both grew up in these communities. And we know, you said it, and I know it as an actor, there's a place you have to go to, and there's almost like, there's a place that imagination can't only take you. You almost have to have experienced it, even if it's secondhand, even if you just watched it happen in real life. What place do you go to for that, and where do you get your because you're not this person in real life, and it's the same thing with me. Like I'm the exact opposite of the characters I play on like Red Zone just now with like the guys on E, or even like the Kenny that I did on Generations. Like all these characters, I'm not that guy. I'm like a teddy bear, right? Well, people tell me that, but I know why I'm able to play those characters because I've encountered things in real life. Like for you, where do you have to tap into? Because that's the exact opposite of who you are. Where do you get those from? Like, what are some life experiences that you've been through or things that you've seen that allows you to draw from that?
Before I answer that, I just wanted to say I'm so hurt, but it'll happen. Even in Hope, you had to be our boss, but you passed away. So I was so mad because
I know, bro. Bro,
I like,
I'm always dying or going to jail, bro.
I'm like, but in my thing, I'm like, no, man. Like me and Shelton, just give us just even if it's one.
Bro, it's
Just
always the case. Like as soon as I left Hope, you start even
I
Generations. As
get
soon as
you left. I get, like that's what I'm saying, yo, bro. Like that's how
they need
yo.
to at least have two colored homies on the same at once on the show. Like remember how they used to do backstage, dog?
Yes,
Like, when it was just a
yes,
bunch of colored homies on the show. Like they
for
needed to do
sure,
that. Imagine you and I on like
bro.
Generations and we plotting, dog. We
That would
on
be.
one team and we plotting. You feel me? Like they should
I
just
get
cast
you.
us, dog.
I
Anyway, it's
get
fine.
you.
It's okay. It's
No,
okay.
we're speaking it into existence. It's gonna come.
Exactly.
We're
Exactly.
speaking it there, and yeah, I think the experience is yeah, I got emotional on red carpet on hey, that homie of mine, Kyle, man. Shout out to Kyle. Hey, Kyle got the emotion out of me on Saturday because it was, you hide and then just standing there and then thinking of my lighty. So my lighty, I just deep man Shelton because somebody even sent me a message on Saturday. My lighty was stoked. Malaiti was into the crime life. We come from gang life, like I was part. It's still my guys today, the RDVs in Kliptown. But what was there for me again was the loyalty and the brotherhood in this. I wouldn't like to drink because I had my first beer and I'm like, nah, beer don't taste nice, man. Like it's not. I just want to hang with the homies. Let's do. But it wasn't even that life of like crime. But seeing all these other type of gangs, hearing the gunshots at night, hearing people scream. One day I even saw. I think I got scared of that life because one of my boys, we used to hang it in Extension 10 in Kliptown. I married Gekapa. But when he took a marry halfway, somebody came, and then the homie ended up getting shot, and other one got stabbed. I'm like, nah, I don't want no things like this. I believe I'm a pretty boy. I don't think this life is for me. And having to even hang out with drug dealers, bro. I think that's what scared my mother the most because now I'm this young lady hanging with the big dogs in the wood, bro. And
And I think what people don't understand is like those are like the nicest people ever, bro. Like if you get to know them as
for
people,
sure,
like not
yeah,
the
not
ideal.
not the crime life. True.
When you get to know them as a one-on-one, like I know what you mean, bro. They are
Bro,
some of
like
the nicest people ever, dude.
way different people, just like how they, yeah, and it just was like, hey, bro, but there was encounters, man, Shelton, like, it was, yeah, fang, you saw, you moet he's a pattern, gaan verkoop die pattern is like 16 rand and now we held for you. So it's like how they used to tap into the things, bro, and I'm like, yo. And then one day, again, try to get me to say, Shelton, bro, I've never felt my heart race this quick. A cop car was coming behind, so they knew that the dealer's joy. Bro, I put that shit in my balls, dog. Right? Because I'm fucking panicking. And it's a part in a white chupa plastic. And bro, the gatas are coming, bro. Hey, we driving in club. Yo, right there, I look in the rear view, bro. I'm like, yo, yara, he's kan nie kaken. Because, hey, and as homie don't have shit, I have the shit. So, hey, bro. Yeah, Shelton, I don't know what happened. I think we done or something. Die gata car overtake. That day, bro, I said I no longer play with my life like this, and growing up in Extension 1 in Aldos and seeing, one of my cousins one day was busy cleaning a gun, bro. He used to clean guns for people, like, and you seen this gun, and you like, what? He's like, yeah, feel it, and you feel it, bro, and you like, nah, man. And then you hear all the stories going on, and then you see some of those things going on, and I was like, no, man, like we've got to change the narrative. So I dig in it very, very deep, especially with the characters. Not to The funny thing is people always love the confidence of the characters, the confident part I bring to it. Yeah, we're gonna do what we do, but that confidence part to me, bro, is like, yo, that's what I'm doing it for. I love, like you said, like they have lives, nah? But the ambition and the loving lives and the confidence these people have, bro. I think that's the type of story I wanted to tell. Just dig into that, and bruh, then you hear these things, and then where I was in Club Town, right? People used to throw themselves in front of the railway, bruh, like at jumpers, bro, just because of all these pressures. And you hear this, bro, and your heart is so, and you're like, what type of heart you gotta have to wanna do or think things like this?
That's like the last stage, eh? Of like,
You know what? So bro, what I'm just like saying, some people do anders word voor die ding gegooi. Anders word, till today with my brother's murder. My brother was naughty, hy het geroof, maar het nie mense seer gemaak nie. You know what I'm saying, bro? And hearing the story, because there was a story, the first one freaked me out because they probably threw me out the moving train in them. I'm like, no, man. So early in the morning, but ek dink hulle was op 'n mission, and like I said, he also had loyalty, Malaiti. So these are the places I dig for, like you're saying, Sha. I'm coming to the point also I'm gonna make, and just seeing that, bro. And then Sunday, my mother used to raise a lot of girls in Club Town and kids, and love kids. And when I posted my Laiti on Friday, Saturday I got a message from one of the little girls, and the little girls was speaking of my brother, and she was like, this guy saved me a lot. He wasn't as bad as, like, and the part that hit me, she was like, he always never wanted to let you down because he wanted to be you, but he felt like a disappointment. And I think that fueled, like, when we do come back again to screen, I think that's the type of things that fuel me. It's like, damn, you're not a disappointment, man. Don't ever feel like that. There is help, there is that type of thing, but then they end up wanting this life. So you as the character always thinks like, what is it that this person wants in this life? What is it what maakt dat they tick? Because there's something that makes them tick in that life, bro. You
something
know?
there, you know?
You know what I'm saying, bro? So it's like for us, I think that's why I think I love a Tommy so much. Like people always reference me to a Tommy. Like I love Tommy Power. You more a ghost type. I'm more.
Hulle moet my net 'n power phones maak hierso man. Wat mors hulle nog so tyd hierso?
Like I'm just saying, bro. Yo, imagine we could be on a spin. Yo, me and you on PL spinners would be mad, dog.
Trust me, dog. Like, how many of my homies have been like, yo, dog, you should be on Spinner season 2. I'm like, bro, you listen, me and you talking about this, trust me, it's gonna happen, dude. Don't worry, dog. I believe, bro. I believe it's gonna happen in the right time for you and I, dog.
Bro.
It's inevitable.
Yo, now the scenes, and then my father Idrissa Dan used to tell me all these stories. Nah, like my father was a big time hustler, bro, but like changed his life. So even hearing the stories like from him and what he was, bro, to how he's changed. He sal skrik, Shelton. Hy sal no en dan hy sal net joke met me as ek Delela, want ek like Delela. Maar he will tell me of the stories, bro, and he would tell me of the homies sometimes. He would call homies like in CPT and they would drive up in like kusheshes, bruh. And yes, that's with money bags, bro. Like, it's like, and then he told me the story of like why he used to hustle. And it was like, yo, this is because he was always mentioning like they were fighting the struggle. They were hustling because they tried to fight the struggle and for better life and for, you know. And I was like, yo, and then you'd hear the stories when I speak to him. You tell me of some stories, bro, and you're just like, no, I don't believe this actually happened. And it's like, nah, bruh, like,
That's
no
crazy.
way.
I wanted to find out from you, dog, on the same topic. You spoke about your brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, like I always just, send you so much love every time you post him because I feel like you do a lot of it for him because he's not here anymore. And so every experience that you like go through, it's almost like you're sharing it with him, which is
Yeah.
like beautiful. And he was way younger than you, look, he was very young, huh?
Wait,
How old was
he
he?
was gonna. He was 94. I am 87. He was gonna be about 30 this year. He was
Yeah,
gonna
my
be about
brother's
30.
also the same age. Yeah, my
Yeah.
little brother's also the same age. Oxtoad, bro.
Oh,
I
ice, bro.
little brother's
Ice.
also.
And that's why it's just like,
He's getting a bit better, But I wanted to
no.
find out: do you have survivor's guilt sometimes? Like, do you sometimes feel like um I felt that when Junior King passed away in December, and then also Waras.
Waras. Yeah.
Then I'm like to myself, yo, man, like, or Keenan, I'm always like,
Mm.
I'm like, or Ricky, I'm like, yo, these people were like at the height of their stuff, and
Highest point.
there's days where I like am hard on myself, and I don't want to like,
Yeah.
I'm feeling sorry for myself, but like I'm still here and I'm still able to have a chance to do my thing. But
Yeah.
those people are gone and they were like at the heights and they were like really doing their thing and they were like fearless.
Yeah.
I'm sure they went through personal things and they go through their doubts as well.
Yeah.
But in those moments, you do get that where you're like, geez, like I'm still here and I can still do it. Like, do you sometimes feel like survivor's guilt that you were spared and you were afforded all these opportunities and like that happened to him? You know?
We was paid, bro. Like, it's from a household where I come from in Elders Extension 1. The Peters family, the Lowe's, Um, Yo, bro, I had one of the hardest brother-in-laws. Like, if you meet him, you'd love his mind, but he was very tough on me, Shell. Like, I think I got more scared of even joining the type of life because as hy uitgevind het hy my gemoer, bro. He did not spare me. Hy het my gemoer because he didn't want me, and he hit me, bro, like I'm a man, because it's like you want to be a man and then be a man, like, but we always speak about how much he loved, and we spoke on the phone for an hour on Sunday after the award. Like, I was just crying and telling him because, like, he's one of the biggest motivational factors in my life, and with my light, it was, I always have, I don't know if you felt like this, because coming from a house where, and the thing where Bernard Parker's my big brother and he's a superstar and I want to follow that lead, and then here comes Malaiti, and I'm like, yo, Malaiti gotta be the same way. But even with me just growing up with my little brother first, it was like, let's do this, let's go to school, let's,
I'm sure you
and
guys were close, né? Like
we
me and
were,
my brother was like inseparable. I taught him everything. I
yeah,
learned how to dance, so he wanted to be like me. It's like almost like he
yeah,
was to me growing up. So were
for
you and your
sure.
brother like that as well, man?
We had it, but the thing was, I think what made it harder, he had his own nanny. And the nanny sometimes, wat altyd geheer het, ons moet koppe sit. That was one of the things, because it was like, yeah, your mom loves Slim more than she loved you, type of thing, which was never the case. My mother loved us equally. Like, even if you see our picture together with there's that picture when we were kid, like, it always as a lighty, Shell, and it's emotional talking about. He was the type of lighty that would come and it would come with and ask, where's Rome? He couldn't call me Jerome at first. He'd be like, where's Rome? Like, and he'd want to be around me, and like, and that's where it came. And then he started becoming a brilliant. If he's alive today, I think, and he pursued a career very much. He was definitely gonna be he was gonna be a Bafana player. He was gonna be a professional soccer player. They used to come look for us, like Peter Rafferty and him, bro, and all these other coaches. There's a coach, can't come to this teacher's name that I love very much, man. I think it's Mark from Kliptown Secondary. Het my laaitie kom al every Saturday, bro. Het heeft my tannie gesê, ek gaan hom ry. And the crazy part is, there was a laaitie two or 3 years ago. I stand to it's 2 or 3. Gift played with my light in a scheme. So Gift was like Yusuf Mark's lighty. Like Yusuf raised him. And then this lighty ended up committing suicide. So seeing that talent just go down the drain like that, bro, is like, yo. So I always had the hope that he would eventually pursue soccer. Like I wanted that for him, bro. I wanted him. Want as die lighty, bro, because een van die ouens in die video gesê laas week toe ek Cassie toe gegaan het. Hulle sê die ou I'm the only one who used to play basketball. Maar my light gespeel met my. So I used to call him, because his nickname was Bella. I used to call him Chansey Billups. So that's like 2004 with a pastor and Chansey Billups him. And just seeing that happiness, but I think maybe with your light is the same thing. Some of them don't have the patience for this thing. I don't know if you remember Blaka's big time in Pram. He was dope sneakerhead with brother MK, and Blaka saw my brother come to me this day. It was like a few weeks before he passed, or a month or so, but in that year my brother passed. And then my gevra vir iets ken mos che itza, and I gave him, but Blaka's like, he messaged me and he's like, hey bra, ek ken nie lief vir jou light, ek kan dit sien, maar die pyn wat jy deurgaan, wat jy net ek kan dit sien. En mense sal dit nie verstaan nie unless they go through this thing. It's like, damn bro, this boy was mob justice. Hy was gewoon nie like hy was gewoon mob justice, bro. Maar wil nie hoor nie. Verstaan. And it was so crazy, because even at his funeral, Os Lee spoke and she was like, yeah, he did all these things, stealing and whatever. But the thing that he had a heart, because he'll never hurt her. He'll walk with a weapon, but he won't ever try and hurt you. He won't. He's not that guy as he lied. But after you seen the anti respect, he took plastics and yeah, so it's just, bro, it's just, as I look at his picture here, it's behind me here, and it's just like, you look at him and bro, the eyes, acting, the eyes never lie, and you can see that determination, that pain in the eyes, and it was just like, damn, if we maybe afforded a different path in life, Shelton, maybe we become the way. That's a big brother. We want them to be like us. But they've got
I think that's the hard one. It's like,
yes.
Because you can see because you also had the option, bro. You know what I mean? It's not like you didn't have the option to go down that road. And I feel the same way about my brother. I'm always just like, I had so many opportunities to go the other way, bro. Like, and random opportunities where I know I wasn't supposed to be in that place at that time. But I always found, I don't know, God always just, I don't know, he always like just kept me out of those places, and there's a lot of moments where people had to like keep me inside a club because people are waiting for me outside, or you know what I mean, or there's a lot of moments where I'm speaking too out of place, and then there's people leave and people will come to me and be like, do you know who you just spoke to like that? Or you know what I mean? It's like, and that's because you're drinking, so you're drunk, so you obviously, but it's like you don't know who. You've been spared from a lot of different, we've been spared from a lot of different things, and so I think my question just came from that place, because I know that, I'm sure like you said, you spoke about the cops, bro, that you just dodged with that thingy, it's like it almost happened. So it's like, sometimes it's like, geez, why was I spared, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Like, but I'm sending you so much love, dude, and I can see till this day, because of your heart, and you're like such a honest person with like your heart and how much you care. I'm sure it's still very like it's always gonna like feel like sensitive to you. It's never gonna be something that you just get over because of time. You know what I mean? How did that feel? Did you by any chance think about him on stage on Saturday? Just like standing under those lights.
I'm saying Kyle brought out the emotion when I stood there, and I mentioned that because he asked me, who do I wish was there?
Mm.
And I was
Of
like,
course,
yeah.
bro. Come on. That's yes, like immediately you go there immediately.
Bro. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, Kyle, you just did not. Because I
Uh,
mentioned, I think at Sports Awards, lightly, when I hosted Sports Awards last, he interviewed me because that's how we clicked. It, like, just me and you. Like, like, you must connect. He's in Cape Town as a pioneer, like, to express so very. I'll connect you with him. Um, that's how we connected, bro. And I think he felt it a bit there, and then now Saturday he just threw it, bro. And I looked. And the crazy part is this moment is coming before I see Vusi. So Vusi is like a father. We become father and son, like even outside of the set, you know. And hey, bro, we trying to hey shout hey, bro. I couldn't help. It's just that oh, wanna come. And you know, you're looking at people, mensen okay, you can't answer on like master, mensen moet nie sien jy nie man shout. But I think people walk past even the red, they're like, yo, I never can anda. And I think until maybe they hear it, they'll understand. And yeah, that moment hit me there for Matani. I don't know if you saw the video I posted last night where my other sister, I say I come from I'm grateful that I have so many people I take like you know I take you like a brother. Like with me, it's not like my real blood, like my family that was screaming is like my family too, you know, in that house. Um RIP to Terrence. Terrence took me like his son. Terrence, so that's what I'm saying. The beauty with us is, bro, you think this, and then somebody else wish we only had like girls. So in out of girls, the boy he saw and he grew in Cliptown, he wanted me to be his son. So eventually I grew up like that now in the house. So seeing my seeing my even Michelle was shocked, bro. Michelle was I think that's why she posted that video so much. Hearing how my family was screaming, bro, and they were like, "Yeah, tell a boy, yeah, tell a boy." And when I walked, I think that I was just like, "Nah, mom, you here with me? You." I think that's where it hit me. You know, I'm sure you know Dorothy and Gold, acting coach, like amazing woman, lava.
Dorothy is my mama. She
Bra,
gave me a book and I need to return it to her the artist way.
yeah,
Book and she was like I'm actually reading it now again. It's my second time reading it.
for sure,
Dorothy, oh man, that's
lava.
God.
That's what I'm saying. Like she's like that. She's like how we are. Like for all of us, bro. It's a tiny figure. You know, we're gonna act. I'll ask her like, hey, this and that, and then she's like, no, I'm available to help. Don't ever be scared to ask for help, or you know. So then on Generation, she always said, I think it was my first day, and she said, when you walk in there, always remember, tell your angels. I know I said, tell your angels you always with me. Be there with me. And that's when I walked onto the stage. I was like, nah, this is for you, mom. Like this is your moment. This is your talent. That's why I even say the talent. The crazy thing I heard one day, Sheldon, they said the talent that we have or the drive that we have come from our parents. Like our parents wanted to be. I'll send you a picture of my mother. I actually need to go look for this picture. My
Yeah, bro.
mother, hey, my
Send me.
mother.
I think send me as I'm gonna ask you for all this material when I'm editing this because yeah,
Okay, cool.
it's gonna
Yeah,
all these
now
videos from the awards, like all the stuff you growing up.
for
Send me as
sure.
much as you can, so I'm gonna put it all in the interview as you're talking about it.
Okay. Nah, no doubt. Now you just let me know when you need, and then yeah, there's a picture I saw. As you notice where you change phones, because I was even shocked last year. My grandmother apparently used to hide our pictures away. Sorry, bro. In the ken mos die goeie wat die ou mense geheer het. So toe my ou tannie
Album.
toe my ou tannie so hulle het gesê hey, hulle het pictures van my auntie that looks like my mother kept a picture of me and my mother. But there's a picture of my mother, bro. So my mother used to talk about how she used to want to play net, how good she was at netball, and how good, and just opportunities and things. And I think they said the drive is passed down. So I think the way we taking it further now is more, so that one day eventually when we're gonna pop up out, then our light is come through with it. Then our
Exactly.
and that's what I'm saying. I'm always grateful for them for passing down that gifts to us, so that today we can live in that truth and that life and be happy. You know what I'm saying, guys? Like we fortunate and blessed enough to have done it. Even in our communities where we come from, it's not many like this like that. You
Yeah.
know, and I think it's humbling to you just as it is to me when you see this like this talking about, that's why I always say I'm the prince of elders and Kliptown. Like, I don't want to be the king. I'm not, king is a big title for me, but being a prince, because I represent for them always, and that's why even I finally wrote a speech, but in the speech I was going to let them know, and even seeing Kate in there, Scott Big Laugher, he always talks about the elders Kliptown, and that's always been the mission with me was
I'm gonna go to Gator now. I'm gonna go to him now. I saw that. I was like, this is dope. I was like, nice one, dog. Nice. No, nah, but I'm very proud of you, bro. Like, I'm gonna say this like a million times for as long as you and I are on earth, and for as long as I
for
come up.
sure.
You are like, you always a breath of fresh air, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I think this industry is just so, and I say this industry because we both in this world, and like,
Yeah,
synonymous with who we are, bro. Like
yeah,
being actors and performers, I think it's like such a big part of who we are. So I'm always
oh,
going to compare it to. I'm never going to say in life because I only
yeah,
know waking up in the morning, chowing, and then doing what I love doing, and then
mm,
coming across people in the world that
yeah,
I only know my world, you know. So
for sure.
when I mention like you,
Yeah,
especially, it's like it's very rare to come across people like you. And so just listening to you throughout this whole interview, it's like I get it, bro. I understand why from the moment I met you until now,
yeah,
it's almost like that was yesterday, only because your energy has
yeah,
not changed, your
for
enthusiasm, your
sure.
humility, your hunger, your it's but ander mense is 'n bietjie vals man, verstaan jy man?
Facts, yeah,
When you like for me when I had Vuzu, like I've had a lot of moments where it was up and then and now
yeah, yeah,
been here for 20 years and you've also been here for a while. You know how it feels
yeah,
to have moments where things are up and then things are down. And I've had
down, for
moments
sure.
where I've been down and men's a change man for style and
For
people
sure.
have changed a lot and that made me a bit weary and jaded and that's why I
Mm,
kind of disappeared from the scene a while because I didn't feel home anymore.
how many
And
more? Yeah.
I was like on top because I think
Mm,
I do wish I bumped into people like you more when I was like down and out.
again.
I felt like I wasn't good enough.
Good
And
enough, for
so
sure.
I'm saying that to you because it's very, very hard to come across people like you in the industry where you can have conversations like this. And you and I, when you're talking about acting or any of those different things, it's like that's just a by the way because we're just talking about life.
Yeah,
Whereas
life,
other
yeah,
conversations, all you can talk to people about is like, oh, the
for
award,
sure.
stories about the club or stories about this.
Yeah,
But like, we talking about life, which is like really
life, yeah,
I'm very grateful for you, dog, and like I'm very grateful for you just staying consistent and always just being the person that you've been, and I don't even have to be like remain who you are because I think
yeah,
you know who the hell you were and you always know who you are, and I think that's what's kept you like this way. So
for
I just
sure.
want to extend my appreciation to you, bro.
Nah, that,
Really, really dope, man. I've really enjoyed chatting to you, spending
nah,
this time with you. I'm excited to see you. I'm definitely gonna make a point when I am in Joburg
yeah.
for us to just link up, dude, and like spend some time in person and just rock out, you
No,
know.
for sure. Nah, lunch on me, man. Lunch on me for you, my
Oh
dog.
yeah.
I know
uh,
you miss me. I can see you miss me. I miss you too, dog. I
hey
miss
me,
you too.
bro. Hey, doggy, man.
You don't make me emo. That's what I'm saying. Me and you, boy. Like it's.
Let's
Hey, this
not
guy's
get
making me
emotional.
emotional. Yeah,
We
guys.
grown
Like
man.
this.
Hey, it's a sport, man. It's kind of you know we
Hey,
focus.
bro. I used to text say Mark sleep for you and don't ever forget, bro. You
I
always
appreciate
gonna be your brother to me, guys, and I love you, your family, and I
it,
see you
man.
even got a dog now. I didn't even get to meet your dog, but it's okay.
This nigga is sleeping, bro. He's in
Oh, he's
bed.
sleeping.
That's too much, dog. His name is Mikey. Ik noem hem
Oh,
after Michael Corleone, the Godfather.
oh, the Godfather was the Godfather to stay home.
Basta, he's Michael Corleone.
Ik
Yeah.
zie wat zei. Ik zie wat zei. Nee,
Ik,
but
ik,
just
ik, ik like more like American gangster
een
and
naam. Ja,
Godfather this way. Yeah,
dat
basta.
zei. Nee, laat die Godfather us, bro. Laat die
All
Godfather
right.
us.
I also want to say thank you so much for representing the colored community the way you do, bro. I think you're an amazing representation of our people. I don't see you jumping online and entertaining all the controversy when rubbish goes on saying being said about our people. I only see you like spreading your light and
Yeah.
I think that's what we have to do as colored people. Like I don't have time to get online and
No.
entertain when people say anything
Yeah.
bad about us because I know personally, and I don't care what anyone thinks about this. I know that we probably the most talented race in this country, across
Facts.
the board, whether it's sports or acting or
Mm.
music. It's like if you look, if you zoom out and you look, it's like we've really like we the best at what we do,
Mm.
you know. So and that goes even further into our community. If you go spend a day in a colored community, you understand the heart of that community and like how
Community, yeah.
people are. You know, like as colored
Mm.
people, like, it's a different race of people that you almost have to, even if you go live with them for a week, even and
Mm.
understand a colored person like through and through. So it's very
Right, for sure.
important for us to just keep representing and not just talking about who we are as colored people. I think as ek for myself say, or for men to say, op Vuzo ek is a bushy rock star. It's not
Mm.
celebrating. It was never celebrating.
No, that
It
you,
was me saying colored rock star, like a colored
yeah,
being, someone, a colored person doing something at the highest level, being a rock star. Like
for
that's
sure.
why I'm so proud of like my name that I came up with, calling myself Bushi, you know.
For sure.
It's just the connotation of like our way and like where it comes
Sure.
from. And people just associating that with gangsterism. It's like no, bro. Like that's just how we speak, and like I wanted to
Mm.
make it super common for people to say away and like
For
no,
sure.
this is how we talk, you know. And
Mm.
so it's yes, it's derogatory to call someone else to call us a bushi, but I wanted to own it so that we know that like
Sure.
we can call ourselves that and people can call us that, and it's not so. I've always wanted to spread light
Mm.
on who we are, but not in an aggressive way, not in a
Wait.
way, not in a way where I'm countering people or fighting back. I think it was
Mm.
always to show light, and I'm saying all this to say you are literally an embodiment of like representing our people, bro. And I love it so, and I'm always proud when I see you. I'm always like this guy is like shining for us, you know, and
Yeah.
especially when there's not so many of us in the spotlight at
Mm.
once. It's always dope to have one or two or three of us representing. You definitely someone that I'm like, yo, you know what? If I'm on the sideline for a bit and
Mm.
off the stage, let's
For
go.
sure.
I'm gonna root
For,
for him because he's representing us in the best way. That's who we are. If you look at
for
Slim,
sure.
that's who we are actually, like through and through, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just wanted to like also say that to you, bro. I think it's very, very important um, that you know that, you know. Okay.
No, I'm great. I'm grateful for that, man. Like, cause like I always tell people, like we black first, it's cool, but the tribe's always color, and it's like you were saying, man. I'm not gonna the studio does thing people near. You know, there's already so much that's going on. Why can't you just be happy? Why must it be this? Why must it be that? So like, you know, like, and I think Saturday just even standing there, you know, that proud moment was like, damn, like, yo, bro, it's not many, but it's you know, but the impacts are felt, you know, and that's why I always
The thing is, you
believe
feel it, bro. You
in
feel
carrying the that's why I say for every ghetto child, I believe that every ghetto wat soos ons opgegroeid het, man. You know, like there is a why, there is the hope, and you know, being looked at in all, especially all our communities now, as that face that brings the hope, bro. It's just like, you know, even not winning Saturday, just seeing the comments that came back and seeing the lighties and seeing the people and different various communities, bro, having that, you know, it's something special, you know. It's always dope. It's always dope hearing somebody wanting to speak Afrikaans with you. The dopest thing I think that happened was, like you were saying, was even on Jen speaking, Vusi speaking Afrikaans to me because he pushed him like he wanted. So it was, you know, so we made that thing. That's why I think I love him as much as I do as a father, because he wanted to, you know, because he was joking at the stuff. It's like, yeah, you're not on Satan, so I can't speak Afrikaans anymore. Like, I don't like that. I need to speak
you know
Afrikaans,
the
you
thing is
know?
also, bro. You know, I think it's also like my best friends growing up was like Zulu and Tswana.
Yeah,
Granny is half Tswana.
for
Mama,
sure.
you know what I mean? So it's like I grew up with like so many different like races in my
Race,
blood,
yeah,
in my environment, and it's just never been proud to like claim being colored in
mm.
our people. Like our people just never
That's, I
like,
think, yeah,
you know what I mean? It was never like a thing like onset opgegroeid met Christopher Davids op
for
Dialcake.
sure.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for
And I
sure.
was was the director on Hope, and I told him straight, I was
Yeah.
like, bro, I used to watch you when I was 5. I used to watch
Yeah,
that. You know what I mean? It's like
for sure.
I just never you being on a stage, and I'm talking about like a Bushi. He's a Bushi. He's here
For
colored from
sure.
the north of Nia. He's funny kasi, so
Funny,
to
sure.
on stage and how you talk and how you articulate and how proudly and boldly you are like yourself and like you
Mm,
represent people, like those things aren't common, and it's sometimes it's frowned upon for us to like just step out and be a colored person and just
for
be,
sure.
so I don't ever want it to come across as like I'm isolating or like separating myself from any other race. Like I'm
Mm.
South African first, and a human being first, second
Second.
South African, and then I'm a colored person for sure. But I do think it's a beautiful time because I watch documentaries of people from like from Hawaii,
Yeah,
native people of Hawaii. I watch the native Indians, and even the South Americans. Like there's
yeah,
something
yeah.
about them, even like
Mm,
different African tribes. There's something about
mm,
like those like tribal people that
mm.
there's like a spiritual connection you feel with people that are from like, what do you call them? I think they call them indigenous people.
Yeah,
Indigenous people from around the world, whether they like cackling or doing that howling
for sure.
stuff, like feeling in my
Yeah,
soul, bro. So for me, I'm more connected to like that now than I ever
yeah,
the term colored or what that is to
for
do.
sure.
More like the fact that I know that we are a whole different bloodline.
For
My
sure.
sister had an infection last year, and this guy, he has this thing called real McCoy, and it's
Yeah.
basically here, but onze koi sen opas and omas opgegroeid
Ons
met,
gaan breken.
and so it's the herbs that our ancestors basically used to drink every morning. So I drink that every morning, every night before I sleep. I drink
For
those herbs.
sure.
You know what I
For
mean? So
sure.
there's also shampoo that they do for like it's
Too, yeah.
extra all those things. So I use
For
those
sure.
things. So I'm very connected to that now. So when I see how you are, it's like that's what I mean by it's the epitome of it. It's not that's it I braggadocious, caskrel,
Mm.
arrogant color. No,
Street.
it's
Raw.
the roots of
Raw.
who you are, and I think it's like the most beautifully represented in this way. So yeah, dude, I can go on about it forever. I'm so passionate about like just indigenous and like being like
I
tribal
know.
people and where we come from, and I think we're making our ancestors very proud, dude.
For sure.
This is very proud. I have one more question for you, buddy.
All right.
And, what did Gaten say to you, bro? What did I say, dog? What was the whisper in your ear, my G? Like, I was like, I want to ask him what was said there, dude. Because he was very excited all of a sudden. All of a sudden, he stopped crying and he was happy. What did Gaten promise him? This guy, dog. Oh, shit.
Yo, man, G Mac. I think I'm one of the few people that can only call him G and G Mac. Big shout out. He might. He's coming to the ball. Actually, that's gonna be so crazy. So, what people don't know, this man knows us all. Like, he'll even know you, bro. Like, Gaten's a very smart
They
guy.
like queued up, eh?
He's very, very clued up. He'll know who you are. If he sees you, he'll tell you yes, there is. Like, the first thing he saw me when he saw me was like Aldo's. Aldo's, and then I was like, how do you know I'm from Aldo? Like, and I felt touched. I like, damn, Aldo, you know Al. And Nick and Alice, man. And he saw me emceeing at the bar last year. And there's a crazy other, but I don't know if you saw that. That video was crazy as well. That was a very beautiful video,
There's
bro.
that
Just
video.
like, I'll send you the video. Yeah, me and him just hugging. It's the first time we met, but it's like we knew each other. So it wasn't the whisper. Now it was the, it was the hug. Like, it's like, yo, you my boy. I see you. You my OG. And from that, bro, then the department came, and having them headhunt me to host the SA Sports Awards was something so crazy. Again, I had that moment and seeing him there, and as a outie man, I can uitkyk, he'll put you on my sukni, like many buy a tanky say type of thing. If you done it for you done it, don't.
He
Just
wants
when
you
you
to know
acknowledge,
that he wants you to know that you belong there.
you build, that's his thing. That's his thing. So Saturday, where I was starting, Gina, so Eugene. Gina is named after his uncle from Trompis, Eugene.
Okay.
So Eugene was sitting next to the president. So it's like, hey, my uncle is here, and my uncle sits alongside Gator. So I'm like, what? G's guy. He says, yeah. So I'm like, nah, there's no, I'm gonna go greet this guy now. Let him see his young man is here. So I ran up, I hugged him. And I was like, yo, thank you for everything you do. Thank you. I see you. You know, thank you for always looking out for me. Look, and that's when he was like, yo, my boy, don't worry. He's like, yes, the thing, don't worry. Like, I got you. Like, it's all right, you know. And it was just that I think I look at him also like a father figure, man. To me, it was just arguing, but then we ended up speaking there in the ears there, and then just walking away. So for me, it was just an acknowledgement. I see you, yeah.
I think
So
that was like the ultimate award, eh? As
yeah,
much as
that
it didn't feel like you, as much as the award didn't come your way
yeah.
with, I think you getting the nomination was enough to say you in the door and you've
No,
arrived.
we
I personally feel,
yeah.
but I think like I said, now I'm sure that was also like a big an
That was
acknowledgement, like you on the right track and you're exactly where you're
yeah.
supposed to be.
For sure, for sure. Now that's why I said even like I wasn't even touched by it, bro. I was so even happy for Tubby, bro. Like I'm
Mm,
happy for him, you know, having him making the statement that he's the youngest child, the best child actor, and I was happy for that. You know, it was me. You know, Anna Mensa South said until yeah, Shelton got the award. Why did he get the
of
award? Why not
course.
me? I did this, I done that, and I was like, no, I'm not even about that. And like you were saying, where we come from the survival mode was that, yeah, now you're making me more hungry. You see, no,
Mm.
you see that dog on the chain. One day that dog will come loose, and when that dog come loose, you see, now
They'll
you
wait.
played it.
They'll
But the
steer.
day it gets loose off, so
They'll steer.
you know what? That's why I'm saying everything in the career was like just having that, bro, and just like I was saying come before I go back, yeah, like I was saying, with the NBA manifestation, I dreamed that I always because people always used to tell me you're so great at this MC. At the ball thing is you like you love this thing so much, and like I'm saying, recreating that hunger. And I always said, yo, I wanted to MC an NBA game in the States. That's how big I want to show people like I'm here to rock, you know. And then God comes, Sheldon, and both NBA games that were here, I'm MCing that and
Mm.
then now comes back and now we're able to do the bow. Like, you know, it's just like some of the things, man. God shows like, oh, Jay will award win. En that's Anna party, that's Anna Kuta, you know? And having that nomination now has made me like, you know, I think I'm grateful for more hunger now. I'm
Mm.
grateful for more. Yeah, so when I get back now, it's not that we do it for the awards. The awards is nice, bro. But that recognition to say, okay, you see me,
Reminder, yeah, it's a
you
reminder.
understand, you respect, like you know, even having Onke commenting on the video like with my family last night, one of the big heads at NVF like saying like, and I'm like, yo, dude, so amazing because one person even said at the Netflix, one of the bosses really likes and loves my because they like you, they feel my work, they feel the energy, they feel what we doing, you know. And just even bro, another I think, bro, even after that not hearing your name. A lot of other people, because now the other blessing, the other win was I hosted an award with Michelle. Like I was guest presenting awards. I was
Mm.
blessed enough to, you know, it was Fernandes' first nomination in how many years, bro? And me giving her a golden one was like, bro, like even we say on the same agency, like to me that was another moment that yo, that's not. It's like yo, bro, don't worry, it's gonna come. It's gonna, you know, it's like Ballon d'Or.
Mm. Mm.
Work
Mm.
harder. You know, there's people they're gonna get a Ballon d'Or all the time, but the
They
nomination
can. They can next year's Savior.
first time. So like it's now hey, when you get back again, you go harder again. You know, and just having that recognition from Africa, South Africa, bro. Like you know, it's special. One of my NBA people was saying the NBA family's proud, and I'm like, yo, this is what I'm doing it for, man. You know, I love it. It's not. So that's why he said. That's why I can unmen's a great Sheldon. They just in the industry because they don't know how to talk to people. They don't know how to. They don't know. And for us, it's to yo, we want to entertain so we can change the world and bring a better narrative. You know,
Mm.
so eventually it will come, man. And like I was saying to you, Anna Mensah would have walked on the stage very bitter, not wanting to do the award anymore, not wanting because you didn't hear. But I like, no, bro, we're professional. It's nothing wrong. You here. God put you in the best three. You are in the best in the cut. Like how many others don't tell how many great actors don't even. I was even looking at the Oscars, bro, and I was like, nah, bro. Even though Michael hulle se categories is hard, bro. As Leonardo hulle daar, ben Leonardo. Don't pull a face when he loses. You know what I'm saying? He does not.
These
He does
blockbusters
not
are
say.
in that lineup, yo.
Yo, bro, it's hectic, right? Like, and you like, brother,
Yeah.
the Saftas is the epitome of that. The Netflix lady was telling me it's like the 10th highest awards in the world type thing. What Saftas is, and I'm like, bro, I'm here top three in this year. Like, I'm here. You know, it's cemented. You know, daar was ander ene wat wel nonsens kom gepraat het wat gesê het ja, jy het fokol nie because jou hart is gebreek. That's why post jy so in die interviews en da. Toe sê ek, my brother, jy ken my nie soos daai nie. Ken nie, moenie. Ik was daar. Ik heb getuigd, ik heb gezien. Verstaan je? And I think that's one quality I don't ever want you to lose. Is I think it's with us is that once you've seen it, once you, Shelton, once you came to that 10 million, and you see that 10 million in front of your eyes, and you touched it, but it's not yours, it's had to, and they leave you with a meter, you like, no, man. No, there's a reason why I was on 10 meter. So let me, I'm gonna come back for this thing. No matter how long it takes, bro. And you know, a lot of people were like, yo, time is on like we just blessed to be alive, and I just want you to be alive, bro. I want you to enjoy every moment. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like your lighting must grow up. The Capone must be growing up. He's gonna be a big part of a thing. He's in a not even a cop, I can. Because that is so vaker. He's feeling the energy. So he's like,
Exactly.
yo, I need
Yes,
to feature, bro.
Slims, I appreciate you, my dog. Thank you so much
Nah,
for
my brother
your
Shelton, thanks for having me.
fun,
Always
bro.
grateful for you, bro. Like I said, please send me the size. I'm gonna keep you some stuff from the BAL, bro, because you
Yes,
deserve it, man. I wish you were here so I bring you to a game, but
man.
we'll figure out something soon. And just know that you somebody dear to my heart. Because Baya, ek tel op for you out in my second, and I love you a lot. And just God bless you with the riches of the blessings. After this, after we get off here, bro, I just pray that you great things just find you where you don't even know where it comes from, bro. Because you got love like that for me and just a lot of love for you, man. And I pray my mother, my angels in heaven even talk to God about people like you that got original and real love for me, bro. And just nothing but great things, bro.
Nah, I got you, dog. You know that, bro. I
For sure,
appreciate
bro.
part of you. Keep doing your thing. I told you last week, even before the awards, and I feel the
Yeah,
exact same way. Proud of
no
you,
doubt.
bro. Keep representing us. Keep doing your thing. Like you said, bro, that award is already yours. Like, and even a bigger one. You know what I mean? So, I
Crazy
think,
thing, your co-host, your one of your hosts was saying that on Saturday, Dineo.
yeah,
Love to my girl Dineo, man. Dineo, now she came, bro, and she looked at me and she like, yo, this ain't even nothing for you.
yeah.
Like, what is coming is bigger than this. And in my heart now, I was asking, yo, God, what is Dineo trying to say?
Yeah,
What's bigger
exactly.
than this?
Maar je kan ons hier en ons nog nooit gevlog
Yeah,
met
that's the thing who says
dat.
my face, yo. So I'm saying like that, he shows you these things that you like, yeah.
Yeah.
So she was like, and she was just like, nah, just stay focused that it's something bigger, something you got to say, Tom. They know. So she goes the way she was, she like people know. They know, and that's why
Definitely.
I'm grateful for it, bro. And that's why I know greater things is gonna come for us, bro. Whether it be internationally, locally, we don't like. I'm saying, I'm even praying for you in my heart now that you just even get a high paying commercial in Cape Town, there, guys, and just
Ja, of course. Hij gaat zomaar uitvliegen met de lunch en alles. Hotel.
alsjeblieft, bruh. You know, contact Gavin him there at Elasian Management. We have an offer. They have an offers there. I don't know if you with somebody at the moment, but if not, Gavin him is there in Cape Town as well. So please, bro. And like I'm saying, I see you right now, even just getting that huge ass commercial, bro, because you deserve it like that. And the other, God will never forget you, bro. Like I said in the interview, said God didn't skip us. I cannot no skip, Nisha. I can't.
What's ours is waiting for us, but it's already
There,
set.
there, there it goes, bro. You know, and just always know that. I love you very much. I'm always here for you, and thank you for having me, Gazi.
Got you, doggy. I'm gonna
I
send you when I'm busy editing or when I'm getting to editing. I'll just send you
use what you need.
all the videos that I need.
Okay,
To me now.
for sure. Now I'll do that to you for you, bro.
Further, dog. Thank you so much for your time. Be
Anytime,
safe
guys.
out there. And yeah, I'm a phone call away. Anything you need, bro.
No doubt, bro. I got you any day, anytime, Famo. Love you, chef. Away.